Burkina Faso, a nation grappling with the wounds of political instability and militant insurgency, found itself teetering on the precipice once more. A planned coup d'état, set for April 16, 2025, sent shockwaves through the nation as news of its foiling broke. The target, Captain Ibrahim Traore, the very figure who had seized power in a previous coup in 2022. This attempted power grab, shrouded in secrecy and fraught with danger, laid bare the fragility of peace and the deep-seated tensions simmering beneath the surface. A nation already grappling with the constant threat of terrorism and the displacement of its people faced yet another battle, this time from within. The very guardians entrusted with its safety, it seemed, had become wolves in sheep's clothing, their loyalty called into question. As details of the foiled coup unraveled, a sense of unease settled over Burkina Faso. A collective breath held as the nation awaited answers. The attempted coup served as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of democratic institutions in the face of ambition and discontent. It highlighted the challenges faced by a nation struggling to establish stability in a region plagued by unrest. And as Burkina Faso reeled from this latest blow, the international community watched with bated breath, wondering what the future held for this West African nation teetering on the brink. The coup plotters, a clandestine group harboring ambitions of seizing control, hailed from the ranks of both current and former military personnel. Among them were two figures of particular note, Major Joanny Compaore and Lieutenant Abdrahmani Barry, their names etched into the narrative of this foiled insurrection. Their motives, shrouded in a web of speculation and intrigue, pointed to a desire for power and a disdain for the rule of Captain Traore. These men, driven by their own agendas, sought to exploit the existing turmoil within Burkina Faso, their actions fueled by a dangerous cocktail of ambition and opportunism. Their alleged collaboration with terrorist leaders based in neighboring Ivory Coast added a chilling dimension to the plot, raising questions about external influences and the potential for regional destabilization. The plotters, it was revealed, had gone to great lengths to orchestrate the coup, their plans meticulous in their detail. They had sought to recruit influential figures within Burkinabe society, including religious and traditional leaders, to sway public opinion and sow discord within the military ranks. Their web of manipulation extended even to the sharing of sensitive information with terrorist groups, a calculated move aimed at escalating attacks and inciting widespread revolt. In the aftermath of the foiled coup, the government of Burkina Faso wasted no time in asserting its authority and bringing those responsible to justice. Arrests swept through the military ranks, snaring both officers and enlisted personnel suspected of involvement in the plot. Among those detained were Commander Ouedraogo Frederick and a dozen other individuals, their fates hanging in the balance as investigations commenced. The government's response, however, extended beyond its borders, with accusations leveled against neighboring Ivory Coast for allegedly harboring the coup plotters. This claim, fraught with diplomatic implications, further strained relations between the two nations, adding fuel to the fire of existing tensions. The accusations, reminiscent of similar claims made by Captain Traore in 2023, pointed to a perceived threat emanating from Abidjan, the Ivorian capital. The international community, meanwhile, watched the unfolding events with a mixture of concern and trepidation. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, already grappling with the fallout of Burkina Faso's withdrawal from the bloc, faced yet another challenge to regional stability. The African Union, too, expressed its condemnation of the coup attempt, reiterating its commitment to upholding democratic principles and the rule of law. The foiled coup attempt in Burkina Faso served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the deep-seated challenges facing this West African nation. Still reeling from the aftermath of the 2022 coup that brought Captain Traore to power, the country found itself grappling with the specter of continued instability. The incident underscored the vulnerability of democratic institutions to internal threats, and the persistent threat posed by militant insurgency. Burkina Faso, caught in the throes of a complex web of internal and external pressures, found itself at a critical juncture. The path ahead remained fraught with uncertainty, the weight of instability a heavy burden to bear. The specter of violence continued to loom large, a constant threat to the nation's fragile peace. The foiled coup attempt served as a wake-up call, a stark reminder of the need for unity and decisive action. It highlighted the urgent need for a comprehensive approach to address the root causes of instability, from poverty and inequality to weak governance and corruption. Only by confronting these challenges head-on could Burkina Faso hope to break free from the cycle of violence and chart a new course towards a more peaceful and prosperous future.